to celebrate me being in my game room for 1 year, I've decided to do a room tour. Let's start outside the game room and we will move into the game room and we'll show you around. To start with, my chair has been moved outside the game room because I need it to move around to film. It's a reclining chair. I use it when I'm playing on any game using a pad. If I'm playing on the PC using the mouse and the keyboard, I move a bit closer to the chair and don't use it in the reclining position. The value of the items you're about to see is on based on price charting, is around the $30,000. There's probably another 10,000 worth of stuff that either isn't on charting or I can't find the values for. Anyway, let's go inside and have a look. So this is the panoramic view of the room. I normally play with the lights off and because it's better in a dark room, and so I just go around the room and show everything. This is like a panoramic view of the room going round. So this is the main display. This is an LG TV. It's a 65-inch 8K display. The model number is LG NanoCell 65 Nano 99. It's basically used for all the main games that are on the modern systems, such as the Xbox, PS5, and PC. So that's the main display. Connected to it is the soundbar, which you can see down the thing. It's an LG soundbar. It's a Meridian SN7SCY. That's the main soundbar. There was rear speakers, but I haven't currently got them. So let's go through the rest of the stuff. Starting down in the left corner, we have that's an Xbox Series X connected to the main TV. There's a switch behind it. For the switch, I use the Pro controller, which is this chap down here, which is nearly essential. I just can't play with the standard Switch controller. It's not great for various games such as fighting games. You don't want to play it with that. I recommend one of these. Probably the best purchase I've made for the device. Also with the Switch, I use this, which is an M Classic. It's an upscaling device. It gives you better output for the Switch. It will also do more retro things. It goes between three modes. There's a setting for retro games and there's a setting for thing which you just press up and down and it moves between the two settings. So I've moved down to the floor, which is my printer. It's an HP DeskJet. It's a color printer. It's laser. It does everything. It prints from a phone, and the picture's really good quality. It does everything pretty much the printer should do. Good for making magic proxies and photocopies. Yeah. So next on the other side we have my sat box. It's been with us for ages now. I had it since 2012. It has like say 200 channels on, and we've got a satellite dish, so it's like free. That's the camera for the PC. We'll get to the PC in a minute. It's a Logitech Biro. It's been moved there because I can't fit it on top of the monitor at the moment. It's a 4K camera. It films at 4K. It's just quite hard to get, and the autofocus on it isn't great. Then we move down. That's the PS5. It's the disc-based model. It's great, other than the fact that there's hardly any hard drive on it. So it starts with like a 1 tera thing, of which you've got a 650 something gig accessible, which fills up very quickly. So the pad. I've had zero problems with this pad. I'm just not keen on it for various games. It depends what genre of game you play. For fighting games, I don't particularly like it that much. Other than that, but I've had zero problems with this pad. Whereas this Series X pad, I had to one of mine is broken currently, so this one has survived and works fine in all the hours I've used it. I'm not keen on the white though, but there are other colours coming out. And we move down. That was where the PC was meant to go, but like it wouldn't fit, so it had to be moved. It had to go on the carpet loose. My dog's bed. Now we show the PC. So the PC is a down here somewhere. It's a beast. It weighs like 20 kilos. It's a Infinite Swarm from Overclockers. It runs a i9 10900 processor. It's overclocked. It's running at 5 gig. It's a Fantex case running Windows 10. It's got 32 gig of Corsair RAM. It's got a 10 terabyte drive split into two 4 terabyte Samsung Evos and a 2 terabyte SSD. I'll just show you with the lights on. That's the PC doing its thing. All the thing in it is mainly Corsair. It's all Corsair RGB. I also have connected to it. There's a Corsair K100 keyboard RGB. The mat's a Corsair MM 700 RGB. The map shows a lot of dirt though. I'm not sure, but on the map it seems to show a lot of dirt. I also have a Corsair RGB headset, but it's not currently in. Right, I'll show you the retro corner now. TV's just gone into power save. Let's go over to the other corner. Yeah, so this is my PVM. It's a Sony M2 MDE. It's a 20-inch professional CRT monitor. If I just tilt it round, it's on a swivel mount that my brother made. Yeah, that's the back of a PVM. This PVM dates from, it's around 2001. It was basically in a hospital and it's been rescued from the hospital. Now I use it for all my retro things. The picture on it is very good. It's got you have to connect a special cable to it called a breakout cable to be able to use it with certain consoles. I only have 2 connected to it as I don't have all the cables currently for it. So connected to it, currently I've got 2 consoles plugged in. I've got my Neogeo Aes. That was a bargain. I bought it in like 2004, 2005. I paid like something like 200 and something for it on eBay. Now it's like a $1,500 thing. It's the Japanese one. It's in the box. The only problem with it is one of the buttons on the stick is slightly sticky, but it's not too bad. Underneath we go down, it's a Super Graphics as well. I bought that in around the same time, paid like 200 and something for it. The game now that I got with it's worth more than the machine itself. Still a really good machine. I've got like 50% of the library. Alright, let's go around and look at the games now. Also then, that's my streaming light, my ring light. I'm looking into streaming when I get a proper decent internet connection. It needs altering somewhat. It's on its way. The BT workmen have been there. Alright, there's some more packaging on the floor. My Switch, my Wii that isn't connected because I can't connect it to the monitor at the moment. A Pandora's box. So this is like it's the 12 model. It's like an arcade emulator encased in a stick. It's got like 2K games on it. So now we go to the main thing, is the main shelves. So we've got lots of shelving. So we got So we start at the top. There's like, this is all my PC stuff, or most of it anyway. It's like all my disc-based stuff. There's various things, the headsets up there. Then we go down. The start of the Xbox collection. There's got many Xbox games. They're mainly 360s. I've got nearly 300 games. So those are all the games. They're basically the compilations and shooting games mainly. A whole shelf of sports games. Yeah, there's more than I thought there was. I've got FIFA. We go down. We got RPGs. They've got like your Dragon Age, your Fallout, Mass Effect, various other ones. A Fallout Pop, keeping up the things. Got music games. Then I've got more other games, so it's a selection of various series. So I've got Assassin's Creed games are the main ones. I've got Legos. Then it goes my Xbox One games, many, some of them. Scroll down, and you get to the PS5 games. So I've got like one. I've got like, say, Demon Souls is the main one. Then you go scroll out. So I've got PS4. This was the best one I got recently. That's one of the most expensive games I bought recently. That was like a £75 PS4 game. It was on republished. It's Ketsui for people that don't know what it is. More Xbox. More Xbox. Don't need to see those. Let me scroll up. We've got Amiga. One of my first computers. I can't find one of the boxes of games. I've got like a box I can't find. But that's most of it. More Xbox, more 360, more 360. These are moving on to open world games. I try and do them by category. Open world games, more open world games. Some Magic Pops to hold up the shelf. More games, more 360, more 360. We're getting, that's all the 360. Then we go on to, we've got original Xbox. I said that's one of the best ones, Conker. I just made a squirrel deck. That was the game that came to mind. There are not many video games featuring a squirrel. Mr. Nuts is the other one I can name. It runs on the Series X. It looks quite good. It's got ray tracing. The game came out in like 2002. Looks really good now. And we move down. So we've got moved down. So we move on to my Wii games. There's like something like 30, I think. Wii remains of the 360. We've got the obligatory one like Smash Brothers. There's most of the main series games. There's some more special ones. I've got boxed. That's the Monster Hunter Tribe boxed. The classic controller is in the box. Skyward Sword complete boxed edition for the Wii. I think I've used the remote a couple of times. It's all in there. It's complete. I got it brand new. We've got Dreamcast. So there's Shenmue 1 and 2. It doesn't have the outer case, unfortunately. So move down. Got more stuff. We have like Geiger Wing. That's why I paid for it back in the day. I got it in gaming in Aldershot. I paid that for it. It's like $75 plus at the moment. Pretty good game. One of the best games in the thing. The Reflect Force is really cool. Geiger Wing. Now I can just play on the Pandora's box if I don't want to put the original disc in. We go down. We've got GameCube. There's only like 30 of them, but they're worth their weight more than the other ones. So you got Cube. Best one is like, so that's four swords. That's the edition with the link cable. Got it on release. Still mint condition. Still good. Move down to PS3. Still got a reasonable amount of them. Not my most played console. Right, let's go up round to the other ones. Those are all my Nintendo games. They go. I've got everything. There's SNES, NES, N64. Although the machine's not in the room, I've got a Switch, 3DS, and SNES. Let's get one of the best ones up. So this is Super Metroid. It's the big boxed edition. I think it was only released in Europe. So this is got the main game and a playing guide in it. It's the huge box is huge. It's one of the biggest boxes on like a normal kind of release. Yeah, and that's mint. I bought it in a lot with some other games. I paid like $20 for it in about a decade back. And like this is a couple of hundred on its own now. Lovely. Then we move down the shelf, we move down to my Sega section. So we've got all the Mega Drive, Master System, Saturn, Game Gear, and various other things. So we've got like, even games I don't have the console for. Like, I've got this is Shining Force CD. I don't have a Mega CD, but I would like one. And this game is worth quite a bit. I mean, it's like, and it's got a nice CD label on the back. If they knew anything, I've heard of this place, but I don't think I remember going there. Anyway, it's worth enough now. So I've got some of my Mega Drive games. They're divided. I've put all the shmups together, and the blue box games I've got separate. So I've got like the blue box RPGs. I've got like Phantasy Star. With the title on it, I know where that shop was. It's like worth more than that now. It's pretty much mint, works fine. One of my best car boot purchases now. I got Thunder Force, bought that at a car boot a long time ago, like 15 years ago. I paid like £1 for it. Pretty good condition, nothing wrong with it. There's more Mega Drive. Game Gear, had this back when it came out. That's probably the original tag. I put my loose carts in these like sandwich bags. They're probably better box protectors, but they're all right for me. Now we move down to the more some more PlayStation down here. So these are all my PS1 games. I've got it's mostly RPGs and some shooters, and I like gun games. I've got most of the gun games on it. I'm missing a couple. Yeah, so that's most of them. So the highlight bit is over here. Symphony of the Night. I did not pay the tag price. I paid £3 for it. It's one of the most expensive games I own. It's like nearly $500, and this is the edition, the European edition that has the art book and the CD. And it's completely mint. I changed the case on it because it wasn't very good. It was cracked. But this one is now fine. It's completely mint. And one of my best possessions. There's some other games on this shelf, the miscellaneous things. So I've got like the odd game for CD32. Don't own one. All my CDI games, there's like 4 there. They're mainly FMV games. There's Apprentice and Dragon's Lair. Some of the bigger Spectrum games, I've got more, but they're not in here. These are like all Ultimate or Rare as it used to be called. These are all original. Attic. These are split over between BBC and Spectrum. Jetpack. Then there's like my two AES games. I only have 2. This is now 1975. That's a kart original. It's an English one. The other one's Japanese. I've got a Samurai Showdown. It's the second one. Samurai Spirits. So these are absolutely huge if you've never seen an AES kart. They're like books. They're complete, and that one's in good condition. They're all fine. They've got slight marks on the box. Then I've got my Super Graphics games up here. So I've got like a half of the library. There's only 6 games for it. That's Aldine. That was like as high as $500 on charting at one point. Now it's probably slightly less, but like I got it with the machine. It's in complete condition and it's got everything. It's got this everything with it, so it's pretty good. Then we go down and it's like, this is the last shelf. We've got, these are all my PS2 games. It's probably one of my more played consoles on its generation. And there's what, like, I've got like 50 or something here. Mostly split, so there's like some Japanese one. I was like popping music, found that at car boot, still haven't got the controller. Pretty good condition. There's Silent Hill collection. Got that in Aldershot in the charity shop for £3 in a buy. It's probably not as worth as much as the original, all of them, but like it's still good to play. It has the 3 games on it, 2, 3 and 4. 1 is on PS1. There's my more PS2. That's my probably my PSP and 3 and DS. There's some PSP games. My Vectrex games. I have the machine. It's not in this room. I've got. I think I've got 15 games. The entire library is 20 something games. They're mostly complete with the screen. I think a couple don't have a great box. But that's all right. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll update if I get anything else. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.